I'm currently sitting at 7, so.
Okay, you're definitely at least 1 behind.
Okay. Let me work on that.
So we're all confirming it's 8.
I mean, I like 9. 9 is good.
No,
but
nobody's at 9. I think that was what everyone wanted last time, and I had to correct everyone real quick. All right, so we are live. As you guys were debating whether we're 8 or 9.
Thanks for the warning there. We appreciate that.
They probably can't hear it because my computer was at 99% CPU. So there's a chance it's like, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So don't worry.
Just saying, Paul and I would not have both, like, of the 2 people who would have leveled up by mistake, we're the 2 that wouldn't have done it.
You wouldn't need it, probably.
Like,
Fine.
Well, Vic doesn't need it. Vic could be level 4 and she would be just fine, right?
Vic has a whole level of exhaustion already.
Yep, so does your warlock over there.
Believe me, if you want to go level 9, I could get there in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it'd be super
all
fast.
right, I will knock a level off.
No, it's going to be impossible to achieve my TPK tonight that I have prepped. I mean,
Really? You had to prep a TPK?
Yeah. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Oh,
Yay,
yeah.
at the end.
Yay!
There's a lot of planning there. But seriously, am I taking this level off or what?
You guys
really
are level
didn't
8, I think.
Okay.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, okay.
What
See?
level do you have?
All right, recap us, Andy. I don't remember.
All right, I'm going to recap us from early July. Our last session started when Francis woke up in a cage for some reason. He was absent in June. The party came to rescue him, fought zombies, zombie knights, and an undead rock. It was an epic fight. We're all exhausted. Vic skewers the knight, and then we ran off before the rock came back. Then we hiked off for a long rest. Francis and Vic have 1 level of exhaustion. 1 hag remains in the cave. The Death Knight sword is magic, so then we return to the cave to find the hag. We destroyed the zombie guards and outrushed 8 zombie kobolds and 4 zombie drakes. The hag appears along with 4 more drakes and 4 more kobolds. It's like a Drake kobold jamboree. And then Lee ended with, the hag says, "Hey, we're going to get you." Oh, and also we see a dwarf in the cage. So, Nicole, I think you started where I started last year. And then, last line, we were instructed to level up to 9.
Oh, there you go. Level up to 9.
All right. Keep
Francis
playing.
coming
I'll
through with
do it
a
in
solid
second.
there.
So apparently Tom and I were the only ones who followed instructions and did so. So do not negate your.
I believe Paula did also.
Yeah, I said
Paula
too.
did also. It was clearly just me.
I don't know.
And since we're in the middle of a battle, I imagine that like bolts of lightning came out of the sky and zapped us, kind of like He-Man, when Prince, whatever
Masters
his
of the
name is.
Universe.
Yeah, it turns into He-Man. We all like, oh, we're so powerful, level 9.
If we're talking about He-Man, though, I don't want to imagine the cartoons. Can we imagine the old movie with Dolph Lundgren instead? That classic A-level film. By the way, that's on
Yes.
HBO Max last I checked. I still need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since I was like 6.
So do we just level, or do we also get like the benefits of like a long rest, or what's
No,
the
you are
just
still
level?
exhausted.
I'm just asking.
You can get your hit dice worth of hit points. That
Okay.
is nice enough.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I was just, wondering.
You get an inch, you're trying to run a mile, Paula. I know what you're trying to do.
No, I'm just
see
trying
right
to
through it.
clarify, in case other people have the same question. It's good to ask those things in a group setting.
Yeah. So of the items you guys got last time, did I end up telling you what any of it did?
Fear.
I don't have any notes on that. Just the Death Knight sword is magic.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a spear. Paula got a spear that did.
Yeah, that was
cool
a few
dragon
sessions
things.
ago. She knew that one.
Yeah, that one I know about.
Yeah, it was like 3
the
sessions ago.
dragon's breath or whatever that one is.
Yep. Okay. And then, so last session, before you guys retreated to the tower, Paula took the shield It was a black shield with a red skull and these like black stones for eyes. Very shiny stones for eyes. And then there was like a really short tattered cloak that Paula also took, but yeah. And then he had a longsword.
All right, so we had a shield, a sword, and some stones.
The stones were the eyes and the shield.
Got it.
So you had a shield, a cloak that was basically not even a cloak anymore. It was so tattered. And then a longsword. Those are the three things she took. Then you guys went to the tower, rested, and then you went back here. I don't think you guys did anything with any of it, though, if I remember right.
I don't have any notes on what it is or what we did anything. I think
Paula
we
did say she wanted the shield because it looked cool on her.
Yeah, I think you had said the shield didn't do anything. I just took it for cool factor, but I don't remember.
Weren't you also already attuned to like 3 things though?
I sure am not.
How many things are you attuned to?
1, 2. You
have an amulet, another sword, a spear, right? That's 3 right there.
So the spear that you told me to select in the system doesn't require attunement in order to use it.
Oh.
So I wasn't including that because
Really?
that's the one you told me to take. So
What's
I
the
mean,
name
I
of
was
that?
just going by what you said.
Yeah, that's fine. What's the name of that again? I don't have it.
The spear is the Draco Spear.
I don't know what that's from.
The spear is +2 fire breathing.
Yeah, it has like a fire breathing effect or
I don't know
something.
what book that's from.
I get breath weapon is
I'll believe
Dragonborn.
it. All right, we'll say that it's. I feel like it should be though. It doesn't make sense that it's not, especially if it's making you breathe fire. Is there a way to modify it to make it attune on your end?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, if you tell me it is, then
Yeah, I think
try
it
and
should be
remember
an attunement. So before jumping into everything, right now I don't think we have anyone watching. I haven't promoted it, but we are on my Master of the Game RPG channel, the primary one. I'm going to be doing a weekly show. It's going to be pre-recorded. We're going to have different guests, things like that, but it's not going to be centered around like interviewing them per se. It's going to be more like I'm going to have different topics, things that are going on in the D&D community, or just RPGs in general, and we're just going to talk about it, get a lot of personal opinions and back and forth discussions. So if that is something any of you guys are interested in checking out, head on over to Master the Game RPG and subscribe. And that's the only thing I'm plugging right now. So with that, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I meant to promote that earlier. So, you know. All right. So the spear, and then you have the amulet. That's it. What other magic items do you have right now, Paula?
I have a belt, and that does require attunement, and that's it.
Okay. So we will say during the rest you attune to the shield. You don't have the cloak though, do you?
I don't know. Do I have the cloak?
You took
Did I
it.
grab
You took the cloak because you said you wanted to strip him, but I said you didn't have time to strip his plate mail. So you're like, well, I'm gonna strip him as naked as I can, and you took the cloak, the shield, and the longsword.
And
well,
just
okay.
clothes. I missed all the
I
good
took
Yeah.
I took the cloak, I guess.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume you attuned to them, or somebody identified them overnight, or whatever, when you guys were in the tower. The shield is magical. The stones in the eyes are basically a Hellfire Orb. So if you pull up a Hellfire Orb, you can see its stats. Basically, it can do like a necrotic and a fireball at the same exact time, and it does a crap ton of damage. I want to say it's something ridiculous, like a total of 10d6 or a 10d8 or something like that. I could be wrong on that, but yeah.
It's called a what orb?
Hellfire Orb. In
Okay.
fact, let me pull it up real quick. I should not be doing it. I should just close D&D Beyond. I'm at 100% again. Yay.
Ooh, I don't see it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
because
Hellfire
I
Orb.
stole it out of a monster stat block
Oh, okay.
for the Death Knight.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
It's a once per day. It's a magical ball of fire that explodes at a point you can see within 120 feet.
yeah.
20-foot radius sphere, a DC 18 dex save, and it's 10d6 fire damage and 10d6 necrotic damage. So 20d6 total damage, but you have to keep track of what's what.
There's two of them?
It's a total of 20d6 damage.
No, I mean, like, there's two of these orbs?
No, it's part of the shield.
Oh.
So that would make most sense, maybe for somebody who's not me to carry.
Well, I don't really carry a shield.
Nulty also does not typically carry a
We
shield.
give it to
Francis can
Francis.
rock with the demon shield
Yeah, I was going to say, we
Sweet.
give it to Francis.
if he wants it.
So yeah, I'd swap out my ordinary regular plain Jane
No such
shield
thing as
for-
evil shields.
for wicked Hellfire shield.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does
no,
look
it
kind of
sounds super
badass
cool.
too. I'm just saying, like, it might,
Mm-hmm.
might do something for like the general aesthetic over there too.
Yeah,
Never
he'll,
heard.
he'll definitely look more brooding for sure.
All right, so does it have is it magical on the AC or is it?
Nope. AC's the same. The only thing is you can basically do this really cool thing once a day.
Immolate something.
What, once per day?
Yep.
That sounds pretty sweet.
All right, I can deal with that.
It's like going Super Saiyan or Supernova.
All right, so I can be attuned to three things.
Yes.
And that includes a weapon.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do some thinking.
There are some weapons that'll say that they still have proper, like they still have like their +1 sometimes, like to hit and damage without being attuned to them, but it just depends on the weapon specifically.
I'm just saying I don't have anything attuned to me, but so if
I'm-
you need to pass attunable items over to someone.
Onto the cloak. The cloak that you guys got, it allows you to see invisible, like anything that's invisible.
That sounds delightful.
That
Yeah.
sounds
What
cool.
could go wrong with that?
That also seems like a not me thing.
She's like, nope.
That seems
I
like
don't-
a Riley thing.
Yeah, it's not what I
It
was.
actually
you can
does
already
seem
see
like
it.
a very Riley thing.
I believe I can see in darkness. I
Magical
can't
darkness.
see invisibility.
But now you can see invisible things in magical darkness.
Yeah, and it is a black cloak, so it's probably working with what you got on already. So
It
you
definitely
With
goes
your
with the
aesthetic.
aesthetic.
yeah.
It goes with the
Very
aesthetic.
important.
I'm just
It might look more like a scarf. It's so tattered.
like, you ever been in that situation
Like a
where you're
hipster
not
scarf?
sure
Yeah.
you want to see what's lurking in the room invisibly?
No,
Dude, you got this.
I have in fact never been in a situation where I don't want to see what's invisibly lurking in the room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's fine. I drink myself to sleep every night anyway.
Did I already tell you guys about the longsword too?
Just
No.
that it was magical?
Just that it was magical, nothing about it. It is a +2 longsword, and it can do up to 4d8 extra necrotic damage.
Okay, now that's kind of cooler than my current longsword.
2 times a day.
Go for it, Paula.
What is it?
It's a +2 longsword, plus 48 necrotic damage, twice a day. It's always a +2 to hit and damage, but twice a day you can do the extra.
That's really cool.
I don't have a name for the cloak. You'll have to.
Okay, cool.
Most of my magic
Dealer's
items are me making them
choice.
up, so
That's
not
fine.
usually.
Don't let us down.
That's what
Don't
we're
let
going to
us
call
down.
it though now, Paula. We're going to call
The
it
dealer's
dealer's choice. because it actually works with Riley a lot. So we're just gonna call it.
For
the dealer's
some
choice
reason,
cloak.
it has the number 21 stitched into it as well.
Exactly. Oh, is it Riley's blackjack cloak? I love it.
So, like, here's the
Yes,
thing, guys.
It's the Riley's blackjack scarf.
So I'm clearly not going to give up the belt of Stone Giant Strength because obviously, right?
Obviously.
But I do I keep the spear and the longsword? Or do I give up I have an amulet +2. Almost anybody could take that.
+2 to what on the amulet?
AC. That's the downside to me giving it up is that,
I mean, if you want both magical weapons, I would definitely take a +2 AC amulet. But maybe it's better for you to just pick one weapon.
Probably true.
You could give the druid the spear.
Would you use
I
the
think
spear?
she wants it secretly too.
You could breathe fire. If somebody got close to you, that would be actually a good attack.
It would. Does the spear just let you pick a dragon thing?
Yes.
It's a different type of dragon, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I think it lets you
Imagine
pick
it
a
like
type and it's
I want to say that it screws into place and you can change the color that way
I
or something.
technically have something called a Black Rock Quarterstaff, which is giving me +2 to AC and a spell bonus. So no, I don't want the spear that lets me breathe dragon fire because I don't want to get rid of the +2 AC from my cool quarterstaff. But
what type of weapon is Francis using? Oh, you got a sword, right?
Yeah, I have an elvish rapier.
Okay.
+2. It doesn't do anything cool. It doesn't discharge, any acid or dragon fire or necrotic damage or anything like that.
it is 100% okay for you to just pick the weapon you want and then for us to try to sell the other weapon in town.
Okay, that's true. Because this longsword is better.
Yeah, so
Does
just pick
Cat
the
want a
one
spear?
weapon you want.
And Riley
I
doesn't
mean,
want a spear?
would Francis want the spear?
Riley
It's
doesn't
gonna
use the
drop it
spear.
down to like a D6 weapon instead of D8, but you get a +2.
Yeah, my rapier is already a +2. What's the fire breathing?
So you
It's-
choose the dragon type and you look at in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
Under Dragonborn, you can choose basically which breath weapon you want for the day, I think is how we determined it.
I don't know. A fire breathing, hellfire dropping, evil cleric.
Yeah, it's great.
Not evil.
No,
Not if you use your powers for good.
yeah.
Exactly. Necrotic is not necessarily an evil ability type, just if you're bringing back undead. Nolte says knowing that she has
All right.
at least 3 different things that heal people because healing spells are all necrotic spells.
All right.
That's
Well, a die 8 +2 and a die 6 for +2 with a fire breathing. It might be less damage, but that's way cooler. All right. So I'll swap out my rapier for the fire breathing spear.
Yeah, what if
Okay.
what if you have to burn like a big tapestry or something? Like fire breathing would be kind of cool for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like cold.
Yeah, you can freeze stuff.
Yeah. Be like
Fire's
ice.
Fire's really easy to get. Acid is hard.
Well, so
Yeah.
if we attune to these items, that at least gives us a short rest, correct?
Well, that you did all that in the tower.
We
so
would have done that in
we're
the tower
retconning
the
Okay.
most
last
of the
session.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'll
So
swap that
Nolte
out.
still has no magic items except for her quarterstaff.
Yep.
And then Vic took the sword.
And I got the cloak of seeing stuff I don't want to see.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna sit there at night.
Riley's blackjack scarf / cloak.
I'm gonna sit there at night and see the ghost in the corner and just be like, great.
Oh, if that was all you see. You already see that, though.
Yep.
Like, everywhere you go, you see the freaking lich walking through. Everywhere.
Yep.
You're like, oh, it's just my old friend again. The one who gave me all of his powers. No problem here. All right. So last we left off, you guys were outside of the cave. Kat is in the cage. She has no items on her. Just her clothes. You would assume her items are in a box similar to how Francis was. However, you do not see a box outside of the cave at this point. You obviously were attacked by kobolds and drakes, and then of course you heard that wicked hag's curdling sentence of "We will get you guys," and that is where we are now. How far away do you guys think each of you are from the cave? I believe the cage was about 30 feet out in front of it last time.
Remind me, because it's been a while. Nolte was actually creating firm ground where we were walking through this area. Would she have had to stop that, or would
That
she have
stopped-
stopped that for
yeah,
here,
you're-
or?
So up by the actual cave, it's a non-issue. So you don't have to do
Okay.
that anymore. But back into like the swampy area, so maybe like 100 feet back, like into the woods, that's kind of where it changed.
So then about the time I stopped needing to create firm ground, I would have moved from the front of the line to the back of the group, knowing that I had more versatility either in protecting from people coming up behind or going up front, and that there are people who have bad range. So I would have moved to the back of the line.
Okay, sounds good. Vic, and I think Riley was also scouting. About how far away from this cage do you guys think you would be?
Well, if I'm scouting, I'd probably get up pretty close then.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll try and give Riley some distance, but I'd probably like keep decently close to the front if I could.
Yeah, I would assume you were right up with him pretty much. So
yeah, that would be my thought.
okay. All right, so here's what we'll say. So the cage is about 25, 30 feet from the mouth of the cave. We'll say you guys are still 20 feet away from the cage, okay? You see 4 kobolds and 4 of those drakes come out of the mouth of the cave. Now, you believe they're similar to the ones you fought before, that were clearly undead, decaying corpses of these creatures. Excuse me. The kobolds that you see look pretty weak. They have javelins, no shields, no armor, and they're just kind of scraggling out a little bit, still looking for you. Clearly they were sent out, but they have not identified where you guys are at yet. And with that, I'm going to have everybody roll for initiative.
Oh, right. I rolled a natural 20. 28.
Nice. Type them into the side. I got you, Riley. You're probably first. You have that bonus to your wisdom and everything, don't you?
I do.
That's why. You always have something like 24 or higher. You're a walking cheat code is what you are.
Riley is a walking cheat code, in fact.
Oh, wow. Okay. Francis and Vic. So obviously Vic will go first because of higher dex. Francis, 14 for Cat, and then Nolte. And then I'm last. I am still last. Wow.
Super high 8.
Yeah, that's okay. I had a 7. Alrighty, Riley. So you see this layout. What would you like to do?
Well, they've seen us?
They have not seen you. They look pretty clueless. It's almost like the cage obstructs their view enough. And maybe they just have poor vision for some reason.
Is there a path for us to get into the cave without fighting these guys?
At this very moment, you would have to walk right through them. But you would also be leaving your friend in a cage.
That's fair. We should probably get the guy out of the cage. All right. Is there like one? These are all undead looking kobolds, right? There's no particular leader or standout amongst them.
Nope. Does not look like there's a leader.
Do I remember the general combat capabilities of the little drakes? Were they worse or were they particularly nasty?
So they seemed pretty hardy compared to normal. Like, I believe you had moments where you had like thought you had killed it and it kept coming at you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to just pick one of the drakes and kick things off then.
All right.
So I'm going to roll my attack. An 18.
Sorry.
18.
To hit the drakes?
Yep.
That will hit.
All right. That's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage.
Secondary follow-up attack is going to be a 27.
That will hit.
And that's going to be 15 damage as I pew. And I'm going to...
With an Eldritch Blast, right?
Yep. I'm then going to retreat back a bit towards everybody else to get at least Vic and Francis in between me and the bad guys.
Okay. You are able to do that. So Francis is now also between you and these creatures. Okay. All right. Next up is Vic. You see a couple blasts go shooting out at this drake. You can see chunks of its scales go flying off of it. And then like this dark ichor start flowing out of where it was hit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to wait, hold on. How many drakes are there?
4.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
4
use
of
my
each.
bonus action to rage, and then I'm gonna run up, brandishing my super cool new longsword, that I have decided is all black. You know, just to continue the
Oh, it was black.
black shield, the theme. You gotta complete the aesthetic apparently. So
Yeah, you start hearing My Chemical Romance play in your head too for some reson. There's like a
It's super
parade going
likely.
on that has to be black as well.
Very emo.
So I will run in and I will attack it with my long swords
Yep.
a couple times.
Ooh, long swords.
Well,
More than
I have
one.
one in each hand, but I use my bonus action, so
To
all I
rage.
can do is just hit with the one.
Yep. Okay.
You
You're hitting
know.
the same Drake you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll take your full movement.
Okay, so I get a 21.
Hits.
Did I get a plus to hit? Not on attacks. Plus 3 damage. Right? Great.
I don't know.
With 19 hit?
Yes.
Say it with confidence, Paula. You definitely get.
Say it with your chest.
Okay, so then 15 points
Nice.
of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into it. Seems pretty easy. It's like cutting hot butter. But it's still coming at you.
Perfect. I'm going to hit it again.
Okay.
Another 19.
Hits.
And another, oh crap. 10. So I think that's actually 13.
Okay. Yeah, so you hack into it. It basically you just chopped its front leg off, but it's hobbling at you with its 3 good legs still and snarling.
Quick question on that, the longsword +2. Do you get a
Choose to damage
+2 to damage also? So then take another 4 for both of those hits.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right. It's still coming at you. All right.
I'm not worried about
And
it.
you're raging, right?
Oh, for sure.
Did you include your +2 to damage on both of those?
Technically my damage is +3 and I did.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I was not sure if
Gotcha.
it was included in
It's
the
only on
roll.
the
Because it's
damage.
like D&D Beyond builds in certain pluses, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Nay,
Well, now
they
Wizards
can't
of
do
the Coast
that.
owns it, so maybe they will fix all that over time
Yeah.
with enough
Heck.
people complaining about
And
it.
I want a countdown timer for some of these things.
Yeah, that would be
Right?
nice, wouldn't it?
You hit
Maybe
like,
when they work in that
next
virtual
round.
tabletop with it. All right, Francis, you see a couple blasts from your friend Riley before he cowers behind you in fear, but not really. And then Vic runs up, seeing Riley go backwards. Vic then steps up and puts a couple strikes into the same Drake that just got hit, hacking off one of its front legs. All the Drakes seem to be focused on Vic. And the kobolds actually look like they are locked onto Vic as well. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I am going to flip on the Francis blender and cast Spirit Guardians,
All right.
and to designate my friends as non-targets.
Yep.
And then I am going to move next to Vic, hopefully catching virtually everybody within the 15-foot radius of area effect of the swirling,
Okay.
screaming good spirits.
So you don't have to roll
Save.
yet. So technically it starts at the start of their turn that they have to make their saves, I think is how it's written. Someone
how
had
it's
to
written?
correct me on that recently because I always made people just do the damage then. But yeah, it's the start of their turn that I guess they take the damage. Or you could roll now and we'll figure it out on the start of their turn though.
That's fine. We can do it when we get up there.
You're probably going to wipe a few out. I'm just saying. So yes, these little lightning bolts start swirling around you in a 15-foot radius as you run up, and you're like right behind Vic or next to Vic.
Next to.
Okay. And these swirls start going around where the Drakes are and the kobolds are, barely reaching the kobolds in their within their radius. And then with that, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I think that's all I can do. That's my action and movement.
Perfect. All right. Cat. You see Francis being a big old badass with his lightning bolts swirling around him.
That doesn't sound right. I must be
Isn't
drunk.
she in the cage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
a locked cage. Remember how hard it was for you last session, Francis?
Hmm.
Nolte, as an eagle, I think, loosened it up for him.
Quite a bit, yeah.
How far are the things from me?
So outside of the cage, you're probably talking about 15 feet away from you. In fact, your friends, Francis and Vic, are between you and them at this point.
Well, could I do my ranged attack, my ranged spell attack to them?
I don't know. Do you need a symbol or anything to do that?
Mm-mm.
Then sure.
It's just my innate awesomeness.
Yeah, you could use your innate awesomeness, I suppose.
All right, I'm gonna use the radiant sunbolt attack then.
Okay. Are you hitting the same Drake that they seem to be focusing on? Or something
Yeah.
different? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that one. That sounds good. All right.
Go. No, last time you.
All right, that was a 25 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
All right. So what does that look like as you blast it into oblivion? By the way, it's missing its front leg.
Oh, poor thing. It goes poof. Oof, oh no, I don't want you up here.
So like this radiant sunbolt goes blasting out like a very bright flashlight, like just daylight, hits it. And as it does, you just see almost like in the movies when something gets hit by like nuclear bombs and everything just starts crumbling away. That's what happens to this drake as it just is obliterated into ash behind it.
Okay, for my bonus action then, I'm going to spend a key point and do it 2 more times.
All right.
So
just the next
whatever
drake then?
one is closest.
All right. Sounds good.
21 to hit.
Hits.
5 points of damage.
All right.
And then the same one again.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That hits.
5 points damage.
All right. So you hit it in a couple spots and clearly it scorches it. Its scales. Everyone can kind of smell this hot death. I'll just call it hot death. If you've ever smelled a dead animal, you probably know what it smells like. And yeah.
Sweet. That's me.
All right, Nolte, it is your turn.
Okay, so Cat's up in another one of those extended cage baskety things.
Yes. It's like a couple feet off the ground.
Because it's been a while, do I remember from last time if I was able to help by knocking the cage down, or if it was
I think you clawed at it and broke the hinge, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well, that seems
You
like...
realized it took a little bit extra strength, I think, than normally you have.
Got it.
Because I think you said strength was not your forte.
It is not my forte. But if it was clawing at the action, if it was breaking the actual block, there is a so I'm going to cast magic stone on some of the sling bullets I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to use my action to sling a rock at the lock to try to break it.
Okay. Yeah, roll the hit.
Okay. Alright. 16?
So you hit it. Now roll damage.
Sweet. 11.
Okay. I know it's in the player's handbook. It's not. I'll have to look it up in a minute, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. So you said 11 damage on the lock. So you definitely dent it. You're not sure, obviously, if it unlocks it or not, but you definitely did some significant damage to the exterior metal of it.
Okay.
It looks promising.
Yeah. I had done magic stone gets up to 3 bullets, so I had used all 3. So.
Oh, okay. So it's like 3 hit in unison, like 2, 2, 2.
No, it's I can turn 3 stones into magic stones if I throw them at things, and then they throw better.
Gotcha.
So I still have 2 additional hits.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
With it is what I'm in future rounds.
Okay. And is that your whole turn?
Yep. Bonus action and action. That's all of it.
Perfect. So you guys see Nolte do her typical thing where she takes some rocks and imbues them with magic and just chucks them. Do you have a sling to do that with, or do you just do that by hand? A sling?
No, I have a sling to do it with. It gives me better range.
And she slings this rock that nails the lock and makes this loud ping sound that you can hear echoing off the mountain wall. And it is their turn. But before they do anything, it gets very cold. You can feel the weather change in an instant. And all of you get extremely cold. The wind picks up, and you start to see some sleet start to fall from the sky. And I need Vic, Francis, and Kat to give me a con save.
$15.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Because I believe I have disadvantage on all saves, right?
Yeah, because you're
'Cause I have
exhausted.
Exhausted.
And then Francis failed. Okay. So, Kat, you take 9 points of damage, of cold damage. Vic and Francis, you are going to take 18 points of cold damage. And you can see it's almost like there's this breeze flowing from inside the cave and going up in the air, and then sleet is falling from the sky on you guys. It almost feels like little glass shards hitting your skin, just nicking away at you.
If I was smarter, I might think that something in the cave could be casting something that is causing us an issue, but instead, I think it's just
Weather.
extreme coincidence that the weather got bad in this location.
Right. That's probably
Seems-
what it is.
The most likely scenario.
I would say that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need Francis to roll his damage for the Spirit Guardians. Let's see. Okay, one Drake makes it, one fails it. All right, so 2 Drakes make it, 1 fails. And then you had 11 damage over there?
Yep.
Okay. So he made it, so he's going to take 6. He failed, so he takes it all. He made it, so he takes 6. Okay. Kobold's turn. Failed. Made it. So he failed. Okay. And 2 more fails. Okay, kobolds are weak. All right, but they are all still standing. Okay, so the 3 Drakes are now going to do their thing. They get multi-attack. So the first thing they try to do is tail whip you. They're going to go at Vic first. We're going to have 1 Drake attack Vic. 2 are going to attack Francis. Actually, no, we're going to do the opposite. 2 attack Vic.
Is the one attacking Francis, is he near me though?
Yeah, he's right next to you.
Okay.
You're talking about Francis or the Drake?
The Drake.
No, the
That
third
is
Drake is
attacking
not within 5 feet.
Francis.
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's
No, there's 2
convenient.
Drakes in between him
Okay.
and you. Okay, so the 2 Drakes attacking you with their bite both fail because a 12 doesn't hit you. Now we'll do their tail whips. As they a crit and a 22. Does a 22 hit you?
It sure does.
Okay, because I know you've got like bonuses to AC and stuff. So
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay, so these are their bite attacks. So let's do the crit first. 12 points from the crit. Oh, wow. 4 points from the non-crit. That's not very good. All right, the tail whips from those two. Both miss. All right, so now tail whip and bite to Francis. Does a 17 hit you, Francis? I don't think it does.
No.
Okay, so they miss you with both of theirs. Or he misses you. Okay, kobolds with their pack tactics are now going to attack with javelins. 2 of them are coming at you, Vic. 2 of them at you, Francis. So there's the advantage on Vic. I got a crit. That's still not very much. So 6 points from the crit. And then now the advantage again. That is a 19 on the die. That is 20 to hit you, Vic. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is for 2 points of damage. By the way, these kobolds have a -1 to damage. That's how awesome they are.
These are some big numbers they're throwing down here.
I know. Now they're going to attack Francis. That is a 23 to hit Francis. I think that hits you, correct?
It does.
Okay. So that is a whopping 1 point of damage. Big damage there. And the next crit is going to... Or next advantage roll misses. Okay. That was them. Out from the cave comes running at you this... It looks skeletal with armor on, studded leather. Has long hair. However, you can see over the skeletal remains is skin and flesh. It's just not very much. It runs right up to you, Francis. And it's going to make an attack. In fact, it reaches out with its open hand at you, and you can see this like black, dirty, like claw almost coming at you. And it is going to attack. And it misses with its hand as it lunges at you. The shield you have deflects it off as I rolled a whopping 2 on the die to hit you.
You should also make a wisdom save for Spirit Guardians.
Great point. I forgot all about that.
That's all right.
So I rolled an 18. That is a 19. So he, I believe, makes it.
Yep.
But he's still going to take half, so. How much damage is that?
That would be 6.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I roll again.
Oh, he failed, so it would have been the full 11.
11.
Or no, he did make it. I rolled an 18. I don't know why I thought I failed.
6.
All right. So. All right. Perfect. You can see on his back, he clearly has a longbow as well, by the way. So once he misses with his hand, though, he does swing at you with his longsword, and he fails. I rolled a 3. So once again, you deflect it with your shield. That is my whole turn. I know that was a long one. I was sorting it all out in my head, but next time will be quicker. Riley, it is your turn.
This thing that just attacked Francis.
Oh man.
What is it? It looks like it's skeletal. It has skin. It's wearing studded armor. It's got long hair.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Does it seem to be the source of the magic we're facing?
Like it cast the spell that's doing the snow stuff? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
It's undead. Do me a favor. Give me an IQ Arcana check.
All right. Arcana. That's a 24.
You do not think this is the one that is creating this spell effect.
About how far away is the mouth of the cave from me?
How far back did you move last time? Your full distance?
I moved behind Francis and Vic.
Okay, so it's probably a good 60 feet for you.
60 feet. Okay. Hold on. Let me really quickly check something. All right. Well, I'm gonna.
You can see in magical darkness, and you can see invisibility.
Yes, I can.
You can see inside the cave is and I explained what she had looked like to you last time, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So she is a very pale, white, pasty-looking woman. She's got a robe that comes up over on top of her head. She's got a staff in her hand, a wooden staff. Some skulls kind of hanging off of her belt, and like these long, wretched-looking, wicked claws.
I'm gonna just kind of like tap the ring of spell story I have and cast Misty Step and go half the distance, 30 feet.
Okay.
So that I'm 30 feet from there.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at her.
You need to give me a con save as you do that.
All right, happily. Constitution, actually one of my better things. 15.
15. Okay, so you make it, but you are still going to take... wow, that's not very much. You still take 6 points of damage from this...
it's cold
sleep.
damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have resistance to necrotic. All right. I'm going to look at her and just say, hi, how you doing? Cast Blight. Okay. I need her to make a Constitution 17 saving throw.
Okay, let's see what her saving throws are. Okay. Well, she fails.
She is going to take, oh, wow, 39 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that is pretty darn good.
Yeah, I rolled a lot of D8 guy, got a lot of 6s and 7s.
Yeah, so you do quite a bit of damage to her. What does that look like? She's still standing, obviously. What would this look like?
Oh,
is it like her life force is being drained from her?
I think so. I think Riley's gonna would hold out his hand and actually it would be almost like pulling smoke out of her to a certain degree as it just bleeds off.
All right. So and then concentration saves are 10 or half the damage, whichever is more, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so she fails. So all of a sudden you see the weather pattern, it just kind of goes away. And all of a sudden you're back in a gloomy, regular, swampy looking area. But it's not snowing anymore or sleeting. The ground is probably still a little frosted from this, but yeah, it's not actively snowing or anything anymore.
This weather, man, it's just wild.
That's just the Blackstone. If you don't like the weather, you just wait 5 minutes.
Man.
I thought that was Michigan, but yay. Okay. Is that your whole turn, Riley? Beautiful. All right, Vic. You still have some drakes and kobolds, and you now see Riley is on the other side of the drakes and kobolds, between the mouth and the cave and you. And he clearly just did something. He teleported and then cast some weird spell looking into the cave mouth.
And I hope Riley's not getting himself into a bunch of trouble over there. I'll hack at these drakes for a second, but I'm going to try and keep my eye on what he's doing over there, and then this weird skeleton thing that's happening with Francis or whatever that guy is.
Yep.
Neither one of these people I'm super pumped about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to keep attacking this drake. But I'll keep an eye on
the one drake you were attacking before died. There's another drake, though, right next to you. There's still 2 drakes right next to you.
Is the skeleton thing that's on Francis, is that right next to me?
No, it's on the other side of you.
Okay, all right. I'll just take out one of these other drakes
So
then.
right now you have 2 drakes in front of you that you can reach. There's another drake next to that's in front of Francis still, kind of, but you can't reach that. And then next to that, kind of more flanked around Francis, that's where this skeletal thing is.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to take out the drake that's probably farthest away from everybody.
Okay.
So then I can start to pivot around that drake
Yep.
to get to the other one. So 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And 16 points of damage.
All right.
31. This is fantastic.
By the way, you lopped off this one's front leg as well.
19 points of damage.
Wow. Okay.
And Vic's gonna let out a massive war cry before she takes an offhand attack. Ooh, that one might not hit. That's 15.
That'll hit. By the way, the second attack, you cut its jaw half off. It's like
Oh,
hanging
heck yeah. And that is 8 points of damage.
That is just enough. So with that second hit, you like hacked half of its jaw off. And then with this third one, you kind of like lunge and stab up where the bottom jaw had fallen off through its mouth, and it falls lifeless to the ground. At least you think it does.
Oh no, it's dead.
I rolled a nat 1 on the undead fortitude, so it is dead.
It is very dead.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's my only. I'll move
You'll
5
pivot?
feet over, so then hopefully those 2 drakes are both within reach of me.
Yeah,
now,
you can move. And
even
pivot
though the
around.
one drake is attacking Francis.
Yeah, you can pivot around if that's what
Yeah.
you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Francis, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to. So I imagine that this taut skin, crusty old skeleton looks either like Monty Burns or Karl Rove. Whatever.
Yeah, let's go with Monty Burns for sure.
So I'm gonna. I
Instead
am
of
going
a suit,
to.
it's some armor though.
With this very cool new spear, I am going to spear him and acid breath him.
Ooh, I love it. Okay.
All right,
Normally you
so-
can't do both, but I'm gonna allow it here.
Oh, I can't do both of one or the other?
Normally it's one or the other. Acid breath is an action. But,
Oh, it is. Okay.
But
I'm not Dragonborn.
I love it, so I'm gonna say you are able to spear it, and then as hopefully you hit it. If you hit it, you can then do your acid breath on top of it, because that's just cool.
All right. Awesome. All right. So spear attack, dirty 20.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So then.
Do you remember, Paula, what we said the spear's level was?
No, and I don't have
2
it
die
written
6
down.
or 3 die 6?
Let's go with 3 die 6. We'll say it scales.
All right. So that's pretty good. 15.
All right. So you spear it, and as you spear it, you then all of a sudden you guys see out of Francis's mouth this green fluorescent acid comes out, and you can just see like the skin of this skeletal thing starts bubbling off, revealing just a skeleton underneath it, and it just oozes and drips to the ground as Francis is face to face with it.
Yeah, it sucks being the one spitting vitriol, doesn't it, buddy?
I love it. All right, Kat.
Okay, so who's close enough for me to be able to hit?
You could
my-
continue to hit the one that just had. So you can either hit the guy that Francis just spit acid on, or you can hit one of the drakes that Vic is now tussling with.
I'll do one of the drakes with Vic.
All right.
25 to hit.
Hits.
And
Do your dice have numbers on them less than 18?
No, not today. That's 8 points of damage.
All right. So again, you like shoot out this radiant sunbolt and melt part of this drake's face off, exposing a half skeleton. The eye is completely black. It's almost looks like a raisin because it's kind of shriveled. And yeah,
It's a good look for him. And I'm gonna do it again.
all right.
You jinxed me. That's a 12 to hit.
That will miss.
Shocking. All right, that's it for me.
See, there we go. I knew you could have normal dice.
Rude.
All right, Nolte.
Okay. I'm going to look around. I'm going to see Cat still in the cage.
Yeah, and she's like blasting sunlight at these drakes.
Yeah, and she's not really worried about getting herself out. How many other bad guys are there? There's 2 drakes and the one with Francis.
4 kobolds.
2 kobolds. Sorry, say that again.
4 kobolds.
4 kobolds.
3 drakes. A skeletal figure. And for some reason, Riley is blasting spells off into the cave.
Okay, but I can't see that.
Correct.
How close are the kobolds, drakes, and skeletal figures to each other?
All within like 15 feet.
Sweet. Because I can get a 60-foot radius.
In fact, I forgot that they were there when I was telling Vic about pivoting around and stuff. But they are all right there as well.
Sweet. So Nolte's gonna look at the sling bolts that she just made, shove them in her pocket, and go, "Fuck this!" And her eyes are gonna start to glow as like stars. And I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom at 4th level.
Oh, what do I have to beat for that?
Everything within a 60-foot radius that's an enemy beats a let me check. Constitution 17.
Okay, we'll roll for the skeletal guy last. How much damage, by the way? Because it's safe for half,
It's going to be a roll
right?
for damage.
Okay.
And it's half if they succeed. So
Okay.
let me go ahead and roll.
I'm assuming the
They're
kobolds are
in
dead.
bloom.
That's 4 6s.
Oh, so 24.
Yahtzee!
24 damage if they fail. Half as much if they succeed.
So the kobolds... oh, it's necrotic, too. Oh, well.
Is
They just
necrotic,
gotta melt.
actually.
Yeah, they don't have any abilities to...
They are going to cease to be.
Also, all non-magical vegetation in this area withers. And then the
Guys,
additional...
the weather is just wild. Like, I don't know what's
and so
happening.
it looks like the same smoke that Riley pulled out of that one lady and I didn't see pulls out of everything within an area, sucks into the ground, and then shoots up under Vic as a column. Because the second half of the spell is Vic gets to roll 2 of her hit dice and add 10 to it and take that much in healing.
What wizardry is this?
Yeah, Wither and Bloom. It's pretty sweet. I just get to take life from something and give it to something else.
All right, so...
Dang, that
Almost
was a
done.
lot. That's actually a lot of healing for me.
Okay. So, with that, the results are... Ooh. Okay. That's not too bad. So, the skeletal figure barely looks like he's impacted. Like, at all. The 3 kobolds, 3 of the 4 kobolds start to all 4 kobolds fall, but the 3 after like crumpling up kind of get back up. The 2 drakes that are left you can see they kind of cringe too, but they stay up the whole time.
Okay. So it appears to have affected them, but not dropped any of them.
Correct. So really, you killed one kobold and just did damage to a bunch of stuff. Now,
did a lot of damage to the others.
Except for the skeletal guy.
And Vic has been popped up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm good with that.
All right.
That's technically just an action. So with my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and assume the starry form of the archer.
Okay.
So that's it.
All right. Spirit Guardians, roll the damage. And I'll
12.
All right. Skeleton guy fails. All right. 2 drakes fail. I'm not even going to roll for the kobolds. Let's start making their undead fortitudes. Fail. Fail. And wow, I rolled an 8 3 different times. Straight. 8, 8, 8. Okay, kobolds are all dropped. Let's do his. Okay. He makes it. So one of the drakes that had its face melted half off, like falls like flat down on the ground and then like shakes itself up and it's back up. The other the other one just takes a bunch of damage as like these little bolts start hitting it and start ripping its scales off, but it is still standing. And he failed. So. And that's radiant damage, is that correct? Or what kind of damage is that?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. All right. So the skeletal guy, you can see these bolts are zapping him, and obviously his face is just skeleton from that acid. And he's like, with each bolt that hits him, he's like convulsing, or not convulsing, but like, you know, taking the brunt of the force of it. And all right, now basically we're left with 2 drakes and then the skeletal guy. He's gonna reach out once again at Francis, and that is a 19. Does a 19 hit you, Francis?
Yes, it does, because my shield isn't magical. But yes, it does.
All right. So here's what I need you to do.
Uh-oh.
I need a con saving throw.
I gotta do this at disadvantage, huh?
You probably do. Whoops.
All right. Well, that's pretty good because I rolled a 15 and an 18. So that's an 18 is my low.
Okay, so you made the save?
I hope so.
All right, so you do take 8 necrotic damage. And that is it from that. Now he's going to attack you with his long sword.
But I got my shield.
Yeah, that is a 21 to hit.
My shield failed me.
Okay. You're going to take
How bad does Francis look?
9 points from that.
All right.
As he slashes you right across an exposed area along your arm. All right, Drakes. One of them's going to attack Vic.
I'm okay.
Bite is a 22. And the tail whip misses. The bite. Yeah, there we go. That is 9 points of damage from the bite. Now, let's see about Francis. 21 to hit from one of them. And that is the bite. And you're going to take 6 points from that bite. And that is them.
On that Drake that is right next to me that's attacking Francis.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my reaction to attack him.
Okay. Beat a 14.
Well, that's like a 33, so I'm gonna go with
Jeez.
hits.
Didn't know the dice went up that high.
Right? 9 is 12.
All right, so you hit it. You slice its leg off.
Don't let Lee comment on.
Actually, it's
dice 'cause it
14.
plans
I'm
it.
sorry, it's 14.
Oh, okay. Well, you still only cut its leg off.
But I cut its leg off slower, inflicting slightly more pain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we can say that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I like this. I like it. All right. Once again, each creature in the cylinder must make a dex saving throw. Okay, I need a dex saving throw from Riley, Vic, Francis, basically everyone but Nolte.
Yeah.
That's
16.
20.
My exhaustion caught up to me. 6.
16 and 20.
26.
Okay, what is...
Everybody's like 20, 26.
If you beat a 14, you're going to take half of this, okay?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go lucky. I'm gonna re-roll
Oh,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very smart.
All right. I'm gonna try.
20.
All right. Well, that was a opposite of lucky. That was I went backwards from a 4.
All right, so I'm going to tell you two numbers. If you if you have a 14 or higher, you make the save and you take half of these. If you didn't, you take all of it. So 20 cold damage as this ice storm starts hitting you. And
Didn't the ice storm go away?
The ice
this
storm
is a
went
new
away.
spell.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah,
Gotcha,
like the
gotcha.
5-minute rule. It
This
hasn't
is
even
not-
been 5 minutes, though.
It doesn't matter.
Well, Riley
so this
said
is
wait
not a
5
concentration
minutes,
spell.
and the weather would change. It hasn't been 5 minutes.
So this one is not a concentration spell, by the way.
yeah, I
This is
know.
just a one time.
I'm just guessing.
So it's 20 cold damage and it's 14 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Then we take half, or that is the half.
That's full. So
Okay.
it's 34 total.
17.
Mm-hmm.
I messed that up. Okay.
I can still see her casting, yeah?
Oh yeah, you saw her cast that.
Mm-hmm.
She like waved her staff and
Yep.
You saw like this whirling gust come from it and go up in the sky, and then this ice, just hail, started coming down on you guys. And that is everyone's turn there. It is now Riley's turn. And actually, yeah. Where did I put that? There it is. Okay, yeah, it is Riley's turn.
She's still there?
Oh, she's still there.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up to her.
What is your movement speed?
30 feet.
Oh, and you did half when it was 60. Okay, yep.
Yep. And Riley's eyes are gonna start to glow a little bit with like a blue energy as he's gonna like reach out and try to grab her, and he's gonna cast Vampiric Touch. And I am going to I don't know what her AC is. I'm gonna use the luck to re-roll that. Oof.
Can I
rolled
see?
a 15 total.
Can I see Riley?
The cave has no light in it. Can you see in the dark?
No, but is Riley in the cave, or can I?
You
see
saw
at the
him
mouth
go
of
into the
cave?
darkness of the cave.
Okay, then I can't do it if I can't see him. So.
So Riley, as you go to reach out and do this touch, she takes her staff and just kind of does some defensive maneuver to knock your arm away.
All right. That's fine. That's my turn for right now.
All right, Vic. And now, oh, by the way, so Riley, now that you're in the cave, so you can see to the left, there's like, the cave kind of goes around a little bit to the left, and you can see this curtain of skin stitched together to what looks like a room of a cave.
It's a lovely addition. I love it.
Straight ahead, behind this woman, you see this massive troll with multiple heads just standing there snarling. It's about 15 feet away from you. And you can see on the ground behind the troll, looks like the hag that you guys fought before that survived, only she's ripped to shreds.
I think at that point...
And to the right, you see another corridor, but you can't see anything down the corridor.
Riley would call out and just go like, Nolte, I think I fucked up.
All right. Vic, what you got? You hear from the cave, Nolte, I think I fucked up.
Damn. I still have one Drake that's on me, right?
There are two. Or no, there's one left.
There's one
left. Yeah. There's one left.
Okay, all right.
No, there's two. Because you dropped it, but its undead fortitude got it right back up. So there are two Drakes still. God, I love zombies and undead.
Okay, well, undead fortitude Drake is getting attacked first.
Yeah, that's great.
So that it can die.
It's dead
For
already.
real this time.
It's been for real dead. It's just undead. Re-dead.
Dead. Okay. All right, so I'll go with 29.
Close enough. I was closer to your number than you were to its AC.
9.
Okay.
Is it still alive?
I don't know yet. Nope. You split its head right down the middle.
And
There's
it's still
one more. No,
alive?
He's gone. He's done.
He's gone. So the other guy's on Francis though, right?
Yeah. And he's within 5 feet of you still.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm not currently engaged with him.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm not because he's attacking Francis.
Okay.
He's within 5 feet of me, so.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you killing this last Drake or no?
Man, is it already been hit?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, all right, okay. I'll
Everything's
just
been
kill
getting
it.
zapped by spirit guardians. It was zapped by the blight. Like,
Okay, I'm just gonna. I'll kill it.
Are you playing this
21.
game? What are you doing over there?
No,
Are you watching football? Are you watching football?
No, I'm not.
He's very concerned about our fantasy
Look,
team, okay?
I
Why do you
promise
care so much that Ohio State's winning 45-7? What in the
Okay.
heck is your problem over there?
21.
Why
21
wouldn't she
hit.
care that Ohio's winning by that much?
We don't want to think about that right now. Okay, what'd you do? How much damage?
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
17 points of damage.
He dead.
Okay, I still have one attack left.
You gonna move over to the skeletal guy?
But how far away is Riley in this cave?
You can't see him. He went into the darkness of the cave. Probably. So the darkness of the cave is at least 35 feet away from you. Or, I'm sorry. It's not. It's 20 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna book it to where Riley is. So even if it's 20 feet away from me, my movement's 40 feet. So I can get
Can you see in darkness?
You totally got the skeleton guy.
Okay. Can you see in darkness?
No.
Okay. You run into the darkness. Roll.
Very on brand. Very
Roll
great
to
Francis.
strike. Roll to strike. You're not hitting him with a weapon, but just roll to strike, and I'm going to determine on my side if you run into him or not.
Well, like if I physically run into Riley.
Just roll it to strike. You like to hit with your weapon, but don't do damage with your weapon. Just roll to hit. Not the magic properties either.
30.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, so Riley, you're standing here like, oh shit, Nolte, help me out. And all of a sudden you feel barreling into your back a not massive, a muscular barbarian that you would know as Vic. You're raging too, correct?
Yeah.
You take 11 points of damage from this barbarian that barrels into you, knocking you into this woman where you just happen to take a whole face full of staff.
If I'm touching her.
Just her staff.
Oh,
Right
if
in
I
your
get knocked
face.
into her, if I touch her, she's taking damage because yeah.
I feel like he would have ran into her physically. Like
Yeah, but
he
she
wouldn't
saw
have
you
known,
running.
you
Like
know.
she saw you running and she went staff to the face. It wouldn't have done that much damage if it was like just your shoulder bumping him. So the staff to your face is what hurts the most, and you get just these gouges out of your skin in your face. Might make some really cool scars for later, though. And chicks love scars, and Riley knows that. All right, is that your whole turn, Vic? I think that is. That's all your attacks, right?
Sure is.
All right, Francis, you see Vic run into the darkness of the cave, leaving you high and dry with this skeletal, armored, longsword wielding freak of
I ain't
nature.
dry. I'm still there. I haven't gone anywhere. I wouldn't
Well, you're in a
abandon him.
cage.
I still wouldn't abandon him. Fine.
So
That's true.
here momentarily, Francis has some very, very dark thoughts about Vic. Because in his mind, what just happened was somebody cast this kick-ass spell, imbues Vic with all the healing, immediately followed by Francis taking enormous bludgeoning and cold damage, going down to 9 hit points, and then Vic
You
freaking
just
runs
said-
away.
You
Oh, dude, you
just-
got this.
You
Fine,
just
cool,
said
cool.
you.
I
I
have
asked
these
you. I asked you
very,
the
very
last turn.
Angry thoughts about Vic.
I asked you the last turn how you were doing, and you're like,
Yes.
"I'm all right."
Immediately before I took 34 points of damage.
Well, that's the point at
No.
which you say, "Dude, guys,
That's-
I'm really hurting," because then I would have just attacked him. I'm
Yeah.
just trying. I figured you got this. Like you got
Yeah.
this, dude.
So I am going
Man,
to.
I didn't know
am
that.
going to chug. Thankfully, somebody once upon a time, very long ago, gave Francis a superior healing potion. Thank you very much, Nolte.
I was like,
Which-
pretty sure that's me.
Which I am going to chug now because otherwise it's bad. 3, 7, 11, 12, 14, 16, 19, 22, and 8 is 30. Okay, now I'm back to normal-ish. And
So-
that's what I do. I am surviving.
So do me a favor, because we haven't been doing concentration checks, have we, for Spirit Guardians?
Oh, yeah.
Do it
Yep.
just once. We'll make the DC a 13.
And is this like
It's a Constitution save.
Constitution? So I'm doing it at disadvantage again.
Yes, and that's to keep Spirit Guardians going. Because I forgot to remind you.
13.
All right, you
So I
make
got
it.
13
So
and
Spirit
15.
Guardians is still going. All right.
Sweet.
All right, so you just chugged a potion, and you are back. You're doing a little better. All right.
I'm doing a little better. No thanks. Thanks to Nolte.
Yeah. Cat, you see Francis looks really rough over there. Like he's
I'm
like
glad I
dripping
didn't leave
blood down his arm. His armor's just red. It's crimson. And he looks weak. Like he looks like he is barely hanging on, and then all of a sudden he pulls out this potion and chugs it, which would make
like
you and
Popeye.
Riley, yeah, like Popeye with spinach. But if Riley would have saw it, he would have been impressed at the skill that Francis displayed drinking such a large volume of liquid for a person who doesn't drink very much with you guys. So there's that. And you see a skeletal figure right there. You see into the cave, you can see Vic, because you have dark vision as a dwarf. You see Vic and Riley. You can't quite see what they are dealing with, but you saw Vic barrel into the back of Riley, nearly causing whiplash. And then you saw Riley, as he like regained his composure, you see him like shake his head a little, and you see just, again, a crimson mask of blood on his face. He looks like he may end up needing stitches for that one.
Yeah. I'm just impressed by how Francis chugged the potion. That's all I got. Okay. Is there anybody around me that I can attack still from my...
The skeletal figure,
guy?
but
Okay.
Like Monty Burns?
because of positioning, he does have some cover from
That's-
Francis.
Wow, Francis. Stick around to help you and you get in the way. Um,
I'm always getting in my own way.
fair. I can't relate to that, but I got you. Okay. So if I do the Radiant Sunbolt, will it...
You can still do it. It's just going to be harder to hit. That's all. It just boosts the guy's AC a little. That's all.
Let's see. Hopefully my dice aren't still cursed by you.
I hope they are.
They're not. 25.
Damn. So you hit Francis. No, I'm just kidding. All right, roll some damage.
4.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that's my first one. I'm
So
gonna do it
you
again.
tickle him.
I'm gonna do it again. That was just the warm up. It's fine. And not so much. 16.
That will not hit. So you
That's
go to
about-
do this sunbolt, and it actually it pings off of the shoulder of the armor that Francis has,
Wow. Francis.
and it deflects it, but it does not hurt Francis.
Fine. Okay, that's it.
Nolte, it is your turn. Archer, over there.
Wait, Francis, how much did that potion actually heal you, and how low are you?
I'm about half now.
Tab,
I'm
you're about half now. And because I apparently haven't looked at my character sheet enough, and I'm remembering that I am not a human and actually have dark vision, can I see the person in the cave now?
So you can see them. If you're doing a ranged spell attack, or any kind of ranged attack, though, you know that they have whatever that thing is has cover, some cover.
Technically, if it's an AoE that
Yeah, that wouldn't
it-
matter.
targeting them in particular.
Yeah, no,
it
that
sh-
wouldn't count. It would
the
just be if you
cover
have to
wouldn't
roll
count.
to hit.
How far away are they from Francis and the skeleton?
Pretty far. I would say like 35 feet.
Sweet, I get up to 60. So
Oh, okay.
hitting them, the skeleton, it hits. Oh, there's a troll behind them. Do I see the troll behind them, or
You
is
do
that?
not see the troll.
Well,
It's too
how
deep
far are
into
they?
the cave. for you.
How far away from they from Francis?
From Francis?
Yeah,
The troll or the woman?
the woman who I can see.
She's about 40 feet from Francis
Okay.
himself.
So I'm gonna center it a little bit on her, so it also hits Francis.
Okay.
Because it's everybody that's not my friends need to make because I'm casting Wither and Bloom again because I have a couple more of those.
Okay. And you
And
have to see them? Is that how that works?
Nope, it's an AoE, so
Okay.
I just have to see the point I'm hitting,
Okay. And the troll is...
and then it's a
Gonna be
60
within
foot
that.
radius from that point.
Yep. Okay. Damn, that's a huge area.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but I don't know right now, so that's what I'm reading it as.
No,
Alright.
it's a really good spell.
Yeah.
It's a good spell.
So it's gonna take, because I'm casting it. I'm super upcasting again at 4th level. It's
All right.
That's
So
the other thing is I'm super upcasting it.
So skeletal figure is not going to take much again for some reason. He also rolled really good on his save.
Okay.
The woman seems to fail.
It's 20 necrotic damage, and then Francis can use 2 hit dice plus 10 for healing.
Sweet.
Look at that. All you gotta do is complain a little, Francis.
You just had
All
to
right,
say,
that's
hey,
awesome.
Nolte, help.
Dan, you got my back, Nolte. You're like coming through in spades. Unlike some other non-caged party members who will remain unnamed.
I like the distinction.
Yeah. Well, and now that I finally
I like how his
have all
members.
now that I finally have all my things active, because it takes a little while for Nolte to get going, I can actually use as a bonus action a ranged spell attack from Form of the Archer, and I'm gonna go ahead and send that at Kat's lock to try to get her out of the fucking cage so she can help other people. So let's roll to a hit on that. It's a natural 20. So 25 to hit, but it's a natural 20.
Who is this on?
It's the lock
Oh, the lock.
on
Hey.
Kat's.
All right. What's damage? If it's nat 20, double it.
Okay. I'm sorry, I've never nat 20'd on this before. I'm like, hold on. It is 1d8. So are we doing double it or
So I think we
2d8?
decided it was going to be max. So 8 plus 1d8 is how I think we decided
okay,
we were doing
8 plus
crits.
1d8. Well, that is apparently rolling off the table. So, and I rolled an 8. So 16 plus 5 for my casting bonus is 21
So
damage
you blast this
radiant
lock.
damage at the lock.
Yeah, so you blast this lock and you can see it just explodes. And just pieces of it fall on the ground. And the door, with the force of it, swings open a little.
That's the end of my turn.
It is their turn. Roll that Spirit Guardian's damage. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Another 12.
Okay. Well, and it's radiant, right?
Yes.
So, this skeletal figure goes to swing at you with his sword, and as he does, you just see these lightning bolts just ping, 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 and his arm just gets disintegrates right in front of your eyes as he's swinging at you. The sword falls to the ground, and the rest of him just starts getting tore up. There's a body there and armor and stuff, but it's like all chopped up, and he is dead. Inside the cave, this woman. Oh, let's see. Okay. You see this woman reach back.
We can see her now?
Well, you can't. The 2 people in this group can see her. Actually, 3 right now. Kat, Nolte, and Riley. And as she reaches back, the troll grabs the body of the dead hag and hands it to her, and she just swallows it whole. Everyone who saw that, I need a DC 15 wisdom save.
Oh yeah, good.
Alright.
Wisdom. I might have something. That might be good at that.
Well, I need it from Nolte, Riley, and Kat.
24.
All right, you make it. Anyone fail? Nobody rolled low enough, huh?
I barely made it, but it was just there.
I got a 22.
All right. So for a second, you guys are like, that's a pretty horrific sight. But it wasn't that bad. You guys are fine. All right. The troll comes barreling up after that. And let's see. Okay. So we will say that takes away his 4 claw attacks. However, he is still going to bite. And he is going to bite at Riley. And that is a 24 to hit.
That's so weird. My armor class is 25.
Ooh.
Oh, you got like a spell or something.
No, I'm 16. You totally hit
Oh,
me.
I was like, you bastard. I'm used to playing against a paladin that used to do, crap.
No, you that exceeds my by almost 10.
So, okay, so you take 11 piercing damage and... Oh, that's not that good. 3 points of poison damage.
All right, that hurts. I'm officially almost a third health.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, next turn. Okay, and you hear from behind the skin curtain a couple voices. Sister, what are you doing? What is taking so long? It's your turn, Riley.
She's only gonna be. So is she still within range of me, or did this?
Oh, she's
troll...
within 5 feet of you. Yeah, and the troll's
okay.
right next to you as well.
All
Vic is only within 5 feet of the woman, though.
All right.
And she didn't do anything?
She ate a whole corpse in one bite.
That's like you do.
But you couldn't see it, so you didn't have to make a saving throw.
I'm gonna try to hit her again.
All right.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
With Vampiric Touch. So I'm rolling 10d6.
Okay.
All right. Not great. I do 36. I do 36 necrotic damage.
36.
And I heal half that amount.
So, what if, hypothetically, she only had 32 hit points? Like, what would that look like? Hypothetically, of course.
That would 100% be Riley, like, grabbing her and pulling her in with a hand as his eyes glow blue, and, like, more of that smoke just, like, sucks out of her. And she was already kind of looking like a bit of a corpse husk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's straight up mummified when Riley's done with her, and just drops her. And just kind of does like the neck crack, and like as some of like his vitality is coming back into him.
All right. So yeah, you kill her. And with that, we still are in combat, but we are going to take a break because I have been holding this for a while. And yeah, I just can't hold it any longer. So we will be right back. All right, let's do it. All right, we are back. And in our break, we discovered that size matters, especially to druids.
We didn't discover that. We already knew that.
I mean, yeah, we did.
I guess
some
some
of us knew more
it.
than others here, you know.
Look,
But-
just because some spells depend on the size of things is not my fault. I wasn't the one who wrote it. Let's
Some of
play
us, no matter
wizards.
what spells you have, will never help us. So, you know. All right. All right. So we left off with Riley nuking the woman, I believe, with his vampiric touch and healing himself. Meanwhile, breathing in his face is this massive, multi-headed troll with multiple arms, with razor claws and razor spikes coming out of it in different areas across its body. Vic, who cannot see, it is pitch black for Vic. You hear a gurgling sound that everyone else knew was the woman eating the other dead woman. You then hear her kind of gasping for air as Riley did something to her. And you also hear this this guttural groaning sound of something very large coming from the other side of Riley for you. What would you like to do, Vic?
Vic's got both of her swords out, and it's like, Riley, which direction do I go?
I'm just gonna kind of like give her a little turn, be like, right there, go get it.
Okay, and I'm gonna attack
Push her control.
in the direction that he points me.
And did you guide her, Riley?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, I'll allow it. That's your reaction, though, Riley. Go ahead, Vic.
Do I need to roll with disadvantage because I can't see, or like what's the situation?
Yes, you are at disadvantage because you can't see.
Okay. 23.
That will hit still.
So it's 19 points of damage.
What type of damage?
It's just magical
Magical damage.
And actually, I don't know what I'm hitting, but I'm going to use one of the 4d8 necrotic damage bonuses on it.
Okay.
So that's an additional 20 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. All right. So, Vic, you can feel that you are slicing into something. Riley, you see what this troll getting slashed into. And all of a sudden, around the area that gets slashed into, you can see it changes color. Obviously, you're seeing everything in pretty much black and white. But you can see it gets real dark around where she cuts. And it starts to slightly heal up a little bit.
Well, perfect. I'm going to attack him again then.
Yep.
And that's a 20.
To hit? Yeah. Was it a disadvantage? You're still hitting that high? Jeez.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
And that is 12 points of damage.
Okay. Great. Next.
My last one. Oh man, I rolled a crit on that, but I have disadvantage. So it's only a 21.
Darn.
I know. Disappointing. And that one's 8 points of damage.
Okay. All right. So slash. Some ooze kind of drips out of these wounds as the wounds start to slightly heal. And it is Francis's turn. You
All right,
do
so
not
how
see
far-
in this as either.
So
the
how
cave's
far-
about 25 feet, the darkness for you.
Okay, so I am going to.
You can hear something going on for sure in there.
Yeah. All right, I am going to cast light on my shield or something and run to the cave.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming,
What
and then, and of course, I still have my Spirit Guardian Blunder going.
Okay.
So if I can see, I don't know what I'm going to see when I get to the mouth of the cave, but anything that I can, if I still have 30 feet of movement left, I think that I can make. Well, no, I guess.
You use
Yeah.
30 feet, so
30.
you move up into the
so I just-
darkness.
yeah,
You're
Yep.
about 10 feet, so you are behind Vic and Riley at the end of
Right.
your movement. About 10 feet away from you is this massive troll that you are now lighting up in this cave. And with the light, you can see inside of this cave. Behind this troll is what looks like corpses of a bunch of bodies all over the ground. That are like half eaten and things like that, and just blood litters the floor. The whole floor is covered with dry blood, and you can smell it. It has like an iron and death kind of smell in here. And along the walls are coated with dried up blood as well. And you see to the left, as you are in here, you are now lighting up what looks like stitched together layers of skin that make a curtain, cover it like almost like a doorway in this cave to another room to the left.
Nice.
And
So will I catch the troll and the
the
hag
light?
if I can't see her in the Spirit Guardians?
So you see the hag is clearly dead on the ground. She is all white, wearing all white, almost like there's a winter theme to her. And she's shriveled and lifeless on the ground. And yeah.
Why is everybody laughing? Oh.
Because the
Okay.
side chat's out of control.
Got
I couldn't read it. I can't follow it. What's going on at the moment? I'll have to go back and read it. But yeah.
All right. So Vic must have taken out the hag, and okay, and then the troll is within the Spirit Guardian.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna hang out using them as a buffer and trying to catch them in my blender.
Perfect. Cat.
Okay,
Mind out of the
so-
gutter for just a minute.
No. I'm in a cage, but I can get out. So do I know where my stuff is? Like because I didn't have any of my gear.
You can't see anything. No, you can't see any boxes or anything with your stuff. Nothing.
It's lame. I might as well just stay in the cage. Okay. I guess I will get out anyways. I think I'm gonna just do the Radiant Sunbolt again and stay a little bit further away. But just get like a good.
Yeah, you can see it lit up, by the way, from the light on his shield.
Sweet. Okay. 14 to hit.
That is not enough. So you
Alright.
shoot and you actually blast the wall behind him, and some rocks. Well, nothing happens because it's just a
All right,
radiant
I'm
sun.
gonna do my second one then.
Yep.
19.
That hits.
That's 7 points of damage. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use one of my key points and do it 2 more times.
All right.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
6 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah, that was in that one. So.
All
Wah, wah, wah.
right. And are you moving or are you staying out of the cave?
I'll go in.
All right, so you move up. You are able to get right next to Francis.
Hey.
And it is now Nolte's turn.
Okay, so I'm outside of the cave, and I saw the lady in front of Riley go down.
Correct. After Riley sucked her soul out of her body.
Yeah, I'm less concerned about that. That's something I've seen before.
You've seen him suck souls out of people?
A couple of times.
Does Riley always run into dark places with women?
Only if he's really lucky.
Could be women and men. We don't know. Don't
That's
judge.
true. I don't really pay attention to the gender. But, like, she didn't get back up again.
No.
No. Do I see the troll farther on?
Yeah, it's towering over him. This is about... So inside these caves, they're very tall.
Okay.
Probably 20-foot high ceilings inside of here.
Sweet. Is it stormy out?
No, it's just gloomy at this point.
Well, that's really sad.
You can't see any
I'm gonna-
sunlight. It's overcast.
That's so sad. We really need to have one of these fights when it's storming out, because that makes this cooler. Actually,
I mean, there was a storm like 4 seconds ago, basically.
snow doesn't count. And now that I think of it, I am in fact going to switch my spells. No, 4d10 is way better. I'm going to call lightning. So I'm going to create a sphere of clouds inside the cave,
Okay.
which I can concentrate on and then call lightning down on the troll.
Okay.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4d10. He gets to roll a dexterity saving throw, beating a 17.
Well, he is not going to make that, I don't think. Nope, I got a 12.
8. Okay, so it takes 18 points of damage.
All right, he's looking a little rough, but he's still doing all right.
As a bonus action, I am going to use my Shape of the Archer starry form and hurl a bolt of radiant damage at him.
Okay.
It doesn't give me a thing to roll for that on D&D Beyond, so I will just roll. That is a 17.
So that barely misses because he has some cover.
Okay. Well, then I will use my action to move slightly to the side to see him a little better for next time.
The problem isn't so much the side, it's the up and down. He's got 3 people between you and him that kind of cover his bottom half easily.
Well, then maybe I'll move a little bit closer to be slightly better.
All right. All right. It is his turn.
All right.
So, roll that damage over there for the Spirit Guardians. I rolled a nat 20, so he's going to take half. All right. And then all of a sudden, you see some of his wounds heal right up. Some of them, not all of them. And Kat, Vic, Francis, and Riley. So four of you guys. Give me a DC 19 dex save.
Is this a thing where I can use evasion?
I think so. Yeah.
We got to do it at a disadvantage. God damn it. Can I just tell you I failed? I failed.
I failed.
Oh,
It was 19. I got. How does evasion work
I failed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, this troll with its claws and arms starts doing like a spin, and just all of these blades come out at you guys, reaching out 10 feet away from him. Let's see.
Well, I failed, but I'd get half damage.
Yeah. 21, 27, 22, 36, 37, 38. So he comes whirling around and deals 38 points of damage from his whirlwind of claws.
What type of damage?
Slashing.
Well, what was the Eamon distracted me? It's his fault. What was the number?
38.
Okay, I get half of that because I failed my thing, but with evasion I get half.
Okay. I'm just saying I would be distracted by his beautiful face as well over there.
I'm gonna use my reaction
Okay.
to shield
Choose wisely.
I know. Either Riley or Francis. I don't know. Francis is all mad at me from earlier for not helping him.
Will he be more mad if Riley dies, or will he be
Yeah,
more
I'd be
mad
more
if he
mad
dies?
if Riley dies. He's a little squishier, I think.
Okay, I will block 10 points of damage from Riley.
All right, that's good. That brings me back into double digits of health.
All right, and I'll use my reaction to Wrath of Storm and do thunder damage to him.
Oh, so you're still standing too. Okay, cool.
I'm still standing. I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
I'm not dead yet.
You were close before, so that's why I'm surprised.
I know, but
I told Paula on break, I was like, oh, it's going to get good.
Hey, Nolte gave him a superior healing potion and then did Wither and Bloom.
and then Wither and Bloom,
Oh,
which
that's
brought
true.
me like that totally helped a ton.
So does he have to make a save, or does it automatically hit him?
Dex 8 points or Dex for half.
8 points or dex for half. Well, he failed, so he will take the full 8 and be happy with that. And then you see the skin curtain move, and you see lower on the skin curtain, you see a head poke out. And then above it, you see the curtain move again and another head. And they look very similar to the woman that's down on the ground. Sister? Are you okay?
The troll did it.
And when Riley says that, they close the curtain. But
Someone did turn the lights on. Francis turned on light.
I got.
Oh,
the
did
light.
he? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see
people
now.
who can't
Okay,
just
cool.
see in the dark, you weirdos.
but
Look, I've got so many skills. I didn't have time to practice seeing in the dark. Okay.
No, you just were more practiced.
So this is about 10 feet behind the troll, by the way. All right. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a con saving throw. All right. So that is all 4 of you again, except for Nolte. Everyone but Nolte.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. As a cone of cold comes out at you.
Oh no.
I
I'm
got
gonna use luck. All right, 23. It's not gonna matter. I'm still gonna go down probably.
It's going to be bad.
16.
14.
I'm guessing
Um,
16 is not going to be enough.
Hang on.
Oh, 18. I got 18. Sorry, I missed that.
32, 36, 41, 44 points of damage if you fail a DC 14 save.
Whew.
If you made it, it's 22.
Riley
Well, I'm
is
down.
Riley is dead, I think, because I think cold and cold just kills you, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Does it?
You have to you have to pass a specific number to insta die.
Oh, you are frozen until you thaw. So you are a statue
It's
of ice.
It's a specific number. What's the specific number?
I don't have a specific. It just says a creature killed by this spell becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. Doesn't
I
say
think he
death.
still has to say he still
Killed
gets like
doesn't
death
mean
saves.
death saving throws. Killed is a specific number past your max.
Oh, it's half.
It was
It's
if you go into the negatives at that point,
yeah.
So
wait. Then I'm
Or
not
if you fail
dead.
your
I'm
death
just
saving
unconscious.
So
yeah.
shit.
I am as well, also unconscious.
All right, so let me ask this question. So is this a spell save or is this a?
It's a spell save.
So we don't have disadvantage on this.
Does exhaustion go to spell saves?
Because if it's a spell save, not a. I mean, you said it was a con save, but I was interpreting that all along as always having to do, disadvantage on all these ability checks.
So it is a Constitution saving throw. So in this edition, there's not like a spell, like it's not considered, I think, a spell save.
So
like
we would have
older
disadvantage.
editions.
We
You would
had
still have
disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, no, it's level 3 exhaustion is when you get disadvantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
Is
Level
it?
one is just skill checks
Yeah.
that are non-combat.
Oh, I've been doing
Yeah, ability
disadvantage
Oh,
on
yeah.
all
shit.
of these.
I've
all
been doing
of them.
disadvantage on
level
two.
threes like level 1
Yeah,
is nothing.
no, level 1 exhaustion is
Because
really
I
lame and
even-
boring, actually.
I even clarified.
No, this is way better.
Hey,
Way
I
better.
clarified at one point and I said, and we have disadvantage, and you totally told us we had disadvantage. So I've been rolling all of these checks with
I said it?
disadvantage. Yes.
No.
Yeah, you did. All right,
Yes.
so
Whoops.
because my ring of spell power gives me advantage on spell saves.
Yes.
So
Because
yeah,
I
that would work.
also had advantage on all of those dex saving throws and everything too that I failed.
All right,
Gotcha.
well then I could still suck here, but all right, no, I have 21. All right, so
22
I did-
points of damage.
okay. That
I'm
still
down.
sucks.
You're dead. No, I haven't done. Oh, I'm just down.
All right. So who's standing? Just Vic and Nolte? And Francis?
Francis.
Okay. I need a con save, though, for your concentration check on your spell. Your Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
By the way, yeah, no, you're good. Okay. What's the radius of Spirit Guardians? Is it 15 feet?
15.
Okay. So the curtain was just out of range of that, by the way.
Oh, that's convenient.
I have a map right here, Paula.
I'm sure.
It is
sure you
right
do.
here. My whole map of this place is right here.
Yeah, just
a
like
big
those
place.
saves. I had
You guys are still
disadvantage.
at room 1.
I'm so mad about these saves because I've missed so many of them.
Room 1, Hag House. All right. I mean, I could have just hit a second cone of cold. They both have that spell. But I decided to only do one before, so I'm sticking with it. Riley! You all of a sudden see your friend in your dreams in blue robes, except he doesn't look undead. He looks like a normal human. And he's waving you on with his finger. Come to
You know
the
what?
light. Come.
Good for you, buddy. I'm happy for you. You made it. Let's roll a death saving throw.
Do you have a thing about those? With
I
the
do.
undying?
In fact, I have to roll it. And now I succeeded, so I regain 1d8 plus 3 HP. I regain 7 HP and I'm back up.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got the undying. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, that's the one time I can do it. So if I get hit with an Arcana Cold, I'm toast. But I'm back up.
Yeah, that's not good. Vic!
All right. So we have just the troll in this room, and then there's the people behind the curtain because Riley killed the one lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the troll. I'll go after him and
Okay.
attack him. So it's like a 30-something.
Why do you even roll? I mean, I guess you're just seeing if you roll a nat 1.
It's 5 points of damage, or sorry, 12 points of damage. It's 5 plus 7 is 12.
Okay.
And then my second attack, also 30-something. Also 12
What is your
points
bonus
of
to hit?
damage. I have a plus 12.
Jeez, oh Pete, how?
Plus, then I'm raging and I have a magical weapon.
Raging shouldn't give you a plus to hit.
No, I know, but I mean for the damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because like I'm rolling a 1. I just rolled a 1 on damage plus 6 plus my rage plus the sword.
Yeah, it wasn't the damage I was quite. It was the 30 something to hit every time.
Yeah, no, it's plus 12.
Jeez. Okay.
Plus 2. So
He's still
14.
standing.
Oh, I'm sure. So I did those 2 12, so that's 24. And then my offhand, see this one will miss, probably. You'd be happy about that.
Always.
It's 12, 15, 12. Right?
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Miss. Sorry, you said 15 after that, so I was like,
well,
it's a
no,
big
because I
difference.
don't think I don't get a bonus on that or anything like that.
Correct. You don't get your strength
Okay.
bonus because
Yeah.
you don't have the whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Francis.
All right. So if I'm envisioning this correctly, I'm behind Vic and Riley.
Correct.
They've got
Like they're
they've got
in
the
front of
troll
you.
in front of them, and then there's the skin curtain, and then there's. Do we think that there's 1 or 2 hags back there?
You saw 2 heads.
2. All right. So since the hags, the skin curtain, and the troll all line up, and they're all probably within 20 feet of each other, is that right?
So the curtain's 20 feet away from you. It's just out of the range of your spirit guardians.
Right. So I think I am going to unleash the Hellfire Orb behind the curtain, which should then catch the troll. But not Riley.
It will hurt friendlies though too, I believe, just so you know.
Well, that's why I'm detonating it 20 feet behind the troll. So it catches the troll and everything behind it, but my friendlies are closer. So let me see how many 6s I have here that I can start rolling some fun numbers.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Damn.
Okay. Well, here we go. Here's the fire
So-
damage.
Troll is gonna make it.
Wait, say what?
Troll makes it.
All right. 6, 10, 20, 32. 32 for the fire.
Damn.
10, 20, 25, 28, 32 for necrotic.
All right, so that's 16 for half.
Right.
So actually,
Do they need to
32
make-
for half. Sorry, I'm doing the troll first. I'll do them.
Yeah.
Just a second. Okay, so then. All right, let's roll for the one. Whoops. I'm not going to count that. Fell on the floor. Okay, that I will definitely count. And that one failed. Okay, so one made it, one didn't. So one's going to take 32 2 total, and the other one's going to take 64.
Ha! Ow.
Yeah, that is pretty intense. But they are still standing behind the curtain. You hear them go, "Ah! What the hell was that?" And you see the curtain go up in flames.
No, that.
And it just kind of like falls onto the ground. And when it does, you can see this room kind of goes up and around the corner. And you can see they moved back like a good 15 feet, but not far enough to get out of this fire. And you can see obviously like a cauldron in the middle of the room. And you can see shelves that are mounted that have like all sorts of little trinkets on them. And you can see what looks like next to the shelves are like bunk beds, like three beds that are mounted to the wall as well. And like there's a bunch of like straw and stuff on them. And yeah, but all three, the troll, and the women are all still standing. That was pretty good, Francis. That was pretty good.
I don't know. We'll see. That might be my last hurrah.
I did not see that coming. That was good. Cat, death save.
Woo.
Straight D20 roll. No bonuses.
We're fine.
16.
All right, 1 success. Need 2 more. Nolte.
So Nolte sees Riley go down.
Mm-hmm.
And he pops back up again, but she sort of goes a little bit crazy. I'm going to run as far as I can get towards him. How far is that?
What's your range on running?
30 feet.
30 feet? Are
Can
you
I
going to
get all
use
the way?
double move?
No, I'm just going to use one move. How far towards him can I get with 30 feet?
You can probably get within like 10 feet.
Okay.
You're like right behind Francis and Kat.
So I'm going to run towards him and get as close as I can get within 30 feet.
Okay.
I am going to cast at 5th level as my very first brand new 5th level spell, because Francis said we got level 9. Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
So everyone gets, well, everyone meaning Riley and Kat and Vic and Francis can decide between themselves who it is with who's the worst, because I get 3. So I'm not picking you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck that. Up to 6 creatures. Everybody gets it.
Oh, sweet.
Points for everybody.
The troll's going to thank you.
Yeah.
No, not giving it to the troll.
And one of the
Giving it to
women, too, is going to thank you.
just my friends.
Oh,
So all my
done.
friends, and then,
Well, there's a
I
reason
don't
they're not
get
your friends, because you didn't heal them.
well,
Yeah, right.
you know, if they were slightly nicer to me, I
There's
might
other
have.
reasons too.
So, fuck, I've been really, really good.
You killed their pets in their front yard.
Yep.
How much health?
Of course they're not going to be nice to you.
3d8, and I rolled 3 8s plus 5 is
It's enough.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 plus 5 is 29. So everyone gets 29 hit points back.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of healing.
Yeah, it is. That's my 5th level spell. Who's
Is it enough,
still,
though? Is it enough?
well, you
We're
know
gonna
what?
find
It
out.
better fucking be.
In one turn.
And I'm going to target the troll with the bonus action for the archer.
Okay.
That is a 19.
To hit?
The troll, yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
How much
Excuse me.
damage?
Sorry.
Oh, that's that lightning, isn't it?
It's radiant.
Okay.
I don't have lightning up. I didn't end up doing lightning because of the last. Did I end up doing lightning?
You had a lightning cloud going on, I thought.
If
Didn't
I
you?
just started a lightning cloud, I can keep it going because none of this has been concentration, but it is not lightning.
Okay.
Although maybe that was better. Hold on, let me check lightning. If I called lightning. It takes an action to call lightning, so I would
Gotcha.
rather
So
use
you do
my
the healing.
action to heal
Yep.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used my action to heal people,
So
and
this is
I'm
the
going to
bonus
go
attack.
ahead and use the bonus action to do extra damage, but I'm keeping concentration on it.
Okay.
So I did the hit, and the bonus action for the starry form of the archer. Sorry, there's a bunch of different places things are at. Says 12 radiant damage on the troll.
Okay.
And that's what I got.
Okay. So you drop the troll with your blast. What's that look like, Nolte?
The archer blast?
Yeah.
It's so she has stars light up in her joints when she goes into a starry form.
Mm-hmm.
And the starry form of the archer looks very much like Orion, with the 2 points at her shoulders and the 2 points at her hips.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls almost an air bow. It looks like she's pretending to shoot. She pulls an air bow back, and a tiny star shoots out of her hand.
Does it look like a shooting star, kind of? Like,
yeah.
It blasts through this troll, blowing a hole through him, and he like falls to his knees and down on the ground. And that's your whole turn, right?
Yep, that's the movement action and bonus action. That's all of it.
And that hole you just blew through this troll heals, and he gets right back up.
Fuck. Okay.
And he does not make his recharge on the whirlwind attack, so he doesn't get to do the whirlwind attack. But remember, he gets a bite attack and 4 claw attacks. So we're gonna have some fun with this. So that's 5 total attacks. Does he have reach? He does. Okay, so I can disperse it evenly. That's a little nice. Okay. So the bite is going to go to Riley, since Riley looks the weakest. That's going to maybe hit 16.
That ties.
Ties. All right, so the bite gets you for 12 piercing damage and 6 poison damage.
All right.
I'm going to use my reaction to attack him.
Okay.
Actually, I have Wheel and Woe. He needs to subtract 6 from that.
Oh, Riley does.
No. The troll does. I haven't been close enough to use it yet.
Oh, from the attack?
6 from the attack.
From the attack that hits
okay.
Riley.
Okay, that's fine.
I haven't
Okay,
been
cool.
close enough to use it yet today.
Cool.
Ties hit. They always hit. Yep. All right. So the claw attack.
I'm still going to use my reaction
Okay,
though,
go ahead.
to attack him.
Attack him.
So then that's 30, 15, 18 points damage.
All right, so you drop him. So he falls over from your slashing attack. And it was necrotic damage, correct?
It's just a magical longsword.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so he drops. The from behind, well, you guys can see now because there's no curtain anymore. The two ladies, where are they? There they are. All right. Vic, you are going to get 2 frost shard attacks. Oh my gosh. All right, that missed. Both missed from the first one. The other one is going to do the exact same thing. Does a 19 hit you, Vic?
Yeah, I am armor class 19.
Okay. So your speed is reduced by 10 until the start of her next turn. You're going to take 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 22, 25 cold damage from one of these frost shards.
Okay. Vic takes the damage and laughs wildly at them.
Okay. Okay. Riley.
All right. How are the 2 hags looking?
Fine. One of them looks worse than the other, but they're fine.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't hit on them in a bar no matter how drunk you were, probably.
Yeah. Are we wanting to stay here?
Seems unlikely.
Or are we wanting to get out?
Cat needs her shit.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't know where my stuff is. Like, none of my gear and my weapons and anything.
All right. I'm going to ring a spell storing. Hex, the one that looks slightly worse. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Because we're in for a penny.
All right.
In for a penny.
20 to hit on the first one go round.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to be 10 points of force damage and then another 2 points of necrotic damage.
What was the total amount? Sorry.
12 total. 10 force, 2 necrotic.
Force 2 necrotic. Okay.
Second attack. I'm going to use luck to re-roll. I rolled a 2 and then my luck re-rolled it as a 1. So
that lucky feat's so good.
Yeah, it really helps out. So unless a 11 hits.
Nope.
I am going to move out of any sort of like
you can move out of the cave and
template.
not have a view.
I'm going to move out of the any sort of cone template from that doorway, and I'm going to turn to Francis and be like, "Hey, why don't you sacred flame this troll before it gets back up?"
Is Sacred Flame fire or is it radiant? By the way, it's Vic's turn.
How far away are these hags from me?
Like 30 feet.
Perfect.
I think you have 40, so you're good.
That's all I need is
Minus
that
the
30 feet.
Mhm.
So I'm going to run into their sketchy looking bedroom. I'm going to pick the one that
Let me get this straight. You run into their bedroom with 2 women.
Yeah.
Yep.
Typical Saturday night for Paula.
As you run into their room, I need a wisdom save.
Oh, come on, dude.
These are your strong suit, Vic. Come on. It's fine. Oh.
You did really well, right?
Super well. I did the best you could ever do.
Okay. So you got a 1.
Yep. For sure I did. I absolutely did.
Okay. So when you run
-10?
in, you take.
Hold on. Let me see. I don't have any inspiration. Okay.
You take 16 psychic damage. And you are frightened for 1 minute.
For 1 minute?
Yeah.
Damn.
By the way, you didn't get close enough to get within range.
So
As
if
soon
I'm
as you walked
frightened-
by where the curtain was, when you made it about 15 feet, you felt this like searing pain in your head. And you just like froze. And you see what is the thing Vic is most afraid of in life?
Oh my gosh.
I think I've asked you
easy-
this before, but
Republicans.
I don't know. It's probably, it would be like something like small that
Like
nobody would ever realize. Like she's
kitty
like
cats.
scared of, like
Kittens.
scared of like cats or like a mouse or
You see
something like
kittens
that.
climbing down the walls in this room all of a sudden. Nobody else sees this, but you see kittens just climbing down the walls, almost like they're prowling you, coming at you.
Okay. Well, all that gives me though is disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while they're on site. It doesn't say I can't attack them. I just have disadvantage and I can't move closer.
Correct.
So, luckily I've got a couple ranged weapons here, so I'm gonna chuck some hand axes at this lady. And see how that goes. It went so well that I got a 12. I don't think that makes it
No, you missed.
correct.
You missed.
Okay. But the second one I got a 20.
Hits.
For a whopping 12 points of damage.
So you throw this hand axe. It wedges right here in her collarbone area. Clearly breaks her collarbone as it sticks in right here. Her arm goes limp, but she is still standing and holding the staff with her other hand. She looks rough.
That's what you get.
And it is Francis's turn.
All right. Well, an epic phrase like "thou you shall not pass" is fitting, but not really exactly what I'm kind of going for. So, Francis, following Nolte's lead in dusting off and pulling out these brand new 5th level spells, is going to strike the ground with his spear, say something epic, fill in the blank here, something along the lines of "die bitches," and is going to strike the ground, causing this wave of destructive force to emanate. I am going to simultaneously use my channel divinity to max the thunder damage. So it does thunder damage and radiant. And because I'm maxing the thunder, it does 30 plus, holy, that's a good roll.
What is the spell?
Destructive wave.
Destructive wave. Jeez,
So 10, 21, 22, 22 radiant and 30 thunder. Con save for half.
Wow. Okay, so I have to make a con save. All right, so one of them made it. The other one did not. I'm going to roll to see which one made it. So evens is the stronger. Evens. Okay, so the one that has more hit points made the save.
Okay, so she takes 26.
Okay, so 26 for her. All right. And then the other one, you kind of see... So the ground starts rippling, and the force of it knocks the one into her cauldron, not inside of it, but into her cauldron. She trips over it and hits her head on the wall and goes unconscious. The other one manages to withstand the force.
So yeah, I think she does. Oh, she did save. All right, so otherwise she's not prone. Okay, got it.
Nice, Tom. I like that quote. And then, do you want to do anything different Or do anything else, I mean.
I think I have used I think I've used everything I can.
Okay. All right. It is Kat's turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, I want to go back and use Riley's proposed quote. So that officially goes in the record as what Francis said.
I'm sick of these motherfucking hags in this motherfucking cave. Love it.
Fair.
All right. What you doing, Kat?
Can I can see them.
You see them. Yeah, they're like 35 feet away from you.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. They're about 40 feet away from you. One of
Okay.
them. There's only one left.
Okay. I'm going to move into their space.
I need you to give me a save. Wisdom save.
Oof.
Be a
Well, this will be a lot better, hopefully, then. Ooh, God.
16.
Never mind. 6.
All right. Well, you are frightened. So
I cannot be frightened.
Oh.
I remembered that one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. You take 12. You take 19 psychic damage.
Well, that hurts. That's fine.
And I guess you can't be frightened. So you're able to move your. What is your actual movement speed? Are you able to
40.
move the full? Oh, okay. So you're able to get all the way up to her, though.
Cool. Okay.
Even though your head hurts really bad.
I had to use my action to not be frightened, so.
Do you still want to get up within 5 feet of her?
No, I'm going to be a little bit back because I'm going to do my.
Okay. So you're next to Vic then.
Yeah, perfect.
All right,
I just don't
Nolte.
want any of our people between me and the hag.
Gotcha. And that's everything, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Nolte.
There's just the one hag left,
Correct.
and I feel really, really confident that the other one's dead.
Looks like it.
How far is the dead one from the not dead one?
Like 10 feet.
Don't let her eat her.
I'm gonna get it in between the two of them so that it gets both of them, because I am not totally certain that the not dead or that the dead one is not dead. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna call lightning down because I get to keep doing it from the storm overhead.
Okay.
So the two of them, and not anybody else, because I'm getting
Dex
it in
saves.
that exact spot, needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 17.
Okay.
So let's have the dead one make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And then it takes 3d10 lightning. This one. This one.
So the one on the ground failed.
Sweet.
The other one succeeded.
Oh, well, she takes half of
Yeah,
this.
she succeeds on everything.
She
I want her dice.
She's gonna take half of this, and this is
I can't
a
help it.
lot.
Her dice are my dice, and I got a 19. I rolled a 16 on the die. That's 3.
$35 points of lightning damage.
That's half? Or that's
Yeah.
full?
So that's the full number, so she takes half of that.
Oh, okay. So
17.
18. Okay.
Dude, like, the max this could do is 40, so, like,
That was
still
pretty good.
a lot.
She is still standing,
Okay.
but she gets zapped really good.
That's actually only my action, so I then get to bonus action to form of the archer on her.
And do the arrow thing. Okay.
Yep.
Roll
Yep,
the hit.
yep.
Beat a 17.
Mm-hmm. It's a natural 20. So we
So
said
max
it
plus 1.
was max plus 1. Got it. I rolled max, so that's 16 plus 5 is 21.
All right. So you blast her as she's reaching for her dead sister next to her to what you would believe would be to consume her. As she starts to pick her sister up, she gets blasted, and they both fall into her cauldron of what looks like acid. And we will end the session right there with 2 dead hags half hanging out of their cauldron.
Oh yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh yeah.
But they're dead.
They are
I
dead.
think.
They are dead.
All right.